Hey kids, you like that rock and roll?
Don't worry, don't be afraid, ever. This is just a ride.
On the program this evening,
Four Brothers Podcast.
Welcome to the Four Bros Podcast. Today's guest is a busker extraordinaire from Belfast. It's the one and only Jelvis. John Garrity.
Jelvis couldn't make it.
That was
He's
dirty.
currently on
That was
business.
dirty.
John Garrity, fucking pleasure to have you on, mate.
Yes, man. Thank you very much.
Good to be
Appreciate
on.
it.
Yeah, you weren't busking today, sure you weren't?
Not today.
No.
Bit of bad weather, but sure it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I'm not intimidated. But
Please don't be.
Yeah, that's for after the show. That's for after we take out the back of
I was actually saying that on the way up in the car. I was on the phone to my friend. I was like, going to the Four Brothers podcast. If you don't answer the questions correctly, they take you out the back and give you a hammer and a half.
That's it.
It's all show for now until after.
Until the cameras turn off.
We actually had the first guest ever, brave man like Justin Freeburn. He came
Shout out
out.
Justin Freeburn.
Yeah,
He came out when we were doing it in Jake's house, and he lives in the middle of
Middle of nowhere, like.
nowhere.
Yeah,
So he came out to a house in the middle of nowhere with four guys in balaclavas.
No one had ever been on.
No way.
You know what I mean? He's like, what the fuck
The
am I
first
going
step,
into? Like, and then I live on sort of like a farmish sort of place. So there's like other people living there. And he pulled into the wrong place. And a farmer just like come up and banged on his window. Was like, do you want something? He's like, I'm here to do a podcast. And he's like, what the fuck's a podcast?
Podcast? I never heard no podcast. Hey, what are you talking about podcast? We got chickens.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Just like that friggin' movie that Jackie Chan had. What was it?
Oh, aye, when he was fighting the Ra. That's
The
right.
Foreigner, was it?
The Foreigner.
Oh yeah,
It was actually not too bad.
It was actually
good.
one of his.
Thinking today of what to download or what to watch.
Pierce Brosnan, wasn't it? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Who was in that? Ah, he's right.
Yeah, he's like the villain kind of. On it.
He's from Belfast,
He was
but
originally from
can't
Belfast,
do a
yeah.
Belfast accent.
Yes.
his accent's terrible.
Him and who else is like that? Rory McIlroy would be like that.
Yeah.
You can't really do that.
Who's your man from Jurassic Park?
Neil.
Sam Neill.
Sam
Neill, yeah.
He's another one.
He's another one.
He was in Piggy Blinders. He's from Northern Ireland as well.
I don't watch a wild pile of TV, you know.
No?
But the past while I've been thinking January, maybe I should watch a wee bit. February, I'm definitely going to watch some.
We're
So I was
fucking
looking
mad
today
for
what
it.
movies and stuff to watch and series, and that was one that came up, was The Foreigner.
The Foreigner.
What other good ones is there?
Okay, have you watched The Batman and The Penguin yet?
No, see that kind
There you
of
go.
stuff, if it's not
Not for
real.
It is.
It's not
it
real.
is real.
It's real to me, goddammit.
It's still real to me.
But it's the stuff like Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
maybe fighting the
more
Ra was a wee bit far-fetched.
But
But
come
it's
on,
something that could have happened at some point.
bit more
Batman
realistic,
could
like.
happen. I still believe it. I still believe
Batman fighting
could
around
happen,
now. Get that comic, mate.
No, but like, see the new Batman and the Penguin series. It's very, very like based in reality. You know.
You're right.
Sopranos.
Someone did tell me. Someone told me about this. Oh, my mate actually told. Is it? It's a series. Is
The
it?
Penguin's
Yeah,
a
the
series.
Penguin. I would have to say, even if
Yeah.
you're not a fan of Batman, the Penguin series
watch
would
it,
be
it's
very
class.
good for
Really good.
anybody.
Have you ever
to
watched
watch.
The
Just well
Sopranos?
I downloaded it today.
Watch that.
that
Before
would be the
anything
best
else.
thing you'll ever do. So once you're done with Sopranos, give up on watching anything else. It's
That's
the
it.
best.
It's just-
series
that's the
ever
end of
made.
What else
television.
came up? The
You don't want to watch
Godfather.
anything else after this.
Have you never
Crazy.
seen The Godfather?
No, I literally was only music. So
Yeah.
it was
Jesus.
not a lot
Fuck.
of TV.
See, funny enough,
Oh, you can have so much
There you
fun.
go, there's a
You've got
movie.
so much to watch.
I've never watched The Godfather. I've watched number 1, I've watched number 2, but I've never got round to number 3.
I have.
I've never watched it all.
But I did watch Rush Hour 2 before I watched Rush Hour.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's all right, Dan.
You watched it before Rush Hour 1?
Yeah.
Must have been confusing.
Nah, you could watch them backwards and it still would be all right. Like,
What else was it? Came up. Shallow Hal came up.
It's another good one, classically. Couldn't make that
some
movie anymore.
random movies here. Like.
Couldn't make that
What
one.
else was coming
What's
up?
that new Irish series you watched, Griff?
Tropic Thunder, you ever watch that?
No.
So, okay, I suppose we'll start with what
recently,
kind of movie are you looking for? Like something fun or actually something like to really get into?
No,
You know?
something that's easy to watch.
Easy to watch. Tropic Thunder, then that's pretty easy
It's a
to
good
watch.
one.
Like, and
It's
it's
fun,
hilarious. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr.
There
does
was another-
blackface in it.
I was just trying to think of stuff that I watched years ago. Out of any of the movies that I did watch, there was a show. was it Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh fuck! I'm an honourable
You're
man.
going back, you're going
Honourable
back,
man.
yeah.
But I can't
Remember it.
I can't remember
It's a good
the
one, like-
storyline or anything of it. But
A lot of those kind of films are products of their time. Like you couldn't
no,
make them now.
it's terrible.
Wouldn't work now, like,
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Like.
Yeah. But,
But
like,
at the time,
It's funny how many there is. Look too.
our whole
So
life,
many.
like if we didn't watch movies, we probably wouldn't be doing this podcast. 'cause-
I'd be actually. Was going to say retarded. Flag that. Fucking-
fuck it.
I wouldn't know anything. I've like a lot of my knowledge has come from watching movies,
Yeah.
and it sounds silly, but I swear to God, like,
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of knowledge that I wouldn't have has come from movies. You know, helpful
Seriously.
knowledge.
Yeah.
But it is mad. Like growing up, everyone has got their own thing. He's obviously like movies. We were kind of into wrestling and
Loved wrestling too.
Oh, we love wrestling.
watched the wrestling.
Grew out of it, like, but fuck. I
You
love that.
do. It's one of them things. And then
Who was your favourite wrestler?
We were into like Stone Cold era.
Yeah.
Rock and
Same.
The
Kane,
Undertaker.
Rikishi and
Yeah. Fucking right. 90s wrestling was the best. Like, you know what I mean?
Rikishi, is that the big sumo
Yeah.
guy? or
Yeah, he
whatever?
used to put his ass
Aye.
in your face.
The Undertaker.
Yeah.
What the
The
fuck?
Undertaker was a legend. Kane, Mankind.
Mankind was my
Mick
favorite.
Foley.
Like,
I was
Foley,
actually in
same guy.
Liverpool recently, and John Cena had just released a book, and he was there doing a signing,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like walking up the street.
Could you see him?
Yeah, how did you see him?
Whoa.
How could you see him?
Was he not visible?
It was not just a pen floating like that. Signing books.
Some of the some of that '90s era was so
Yeah.
different. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
the 90s is the best. Like.
That's what we grew up like. Martin was born in 98.
He's younger, yeah.
So
Arnie took over the 90s for an action,
Fucking right,
action
yeah.
movies, like, really.
well, early 90s maybe. Like he started
Yeah.
to fizzle out like at the late
I was just
90s.
thinking, yes, even The Rock. Whenever you see it, like his legacy in wrestling is nothing now. Whenever you look at his film career, and stuff.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, it's mad.
He's a good
Definitely.
actor.
Unbelievable.
He's the
Like,
same
be
guy.
So successful at one thing,
Yeah.
and then think, I'm gonna quit doing this and just become more successful
At another thing.
at being a totally different. Well,
He's in
yeah,
everything,
his
like-
acting, yes.
There's an entire generation that only knows him as an actor now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
an
Like
action star.
he was one of the people that just broke clean out of wrestling, that sport, and became,
Yeah,
way bigger. Like, it's hard to do.
But he's the same guy in every movie.
You think of the likes of Logan
good, like,
Paul now.
Yeah.
He's obviously one of the more famous ones now.
Yeah.
Doing the wrestling stuff.
That's
Yeah.
just shit, like.
Yeah.
It's not great,
mad,
sure. It's
like.
not. I can't
But
watch him.
is he not good? He's apparently
He's
good and all,
technically
like,
good at what he does.
Just an
And
asshole.
he takes takes risks and all. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Here, you see they're fighting the brothers.
I see that's happening.
Jake and Logan,
Yeah,
they're both fighting.
What a boxing match?
yeah.
That'll be so set up though. If they, come on.
It's just a payday for them.
Yeah.
Come
on.
Yep. Watch him spar. Get paid 100 million for a sparring match.
But I just think, that kind of. I don't consider that the same as like your ordinary boxing or.
No.
No,
Nothing on,
Jesus Christ.
That's silly. Like it's just
Different
it's
thing.
all a show. Like
that
you know.
last Mike
Entertaining,
Tyson
yeah.
fight, like, what a joke,
What a joke.
Unbelievable, but it's interesting to watch. Though we still watch it.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to watch
it's
it.
A, it's a,
I need
it's
to
a
watch it.
spectacle.
He's a
down.
wild man.
He's on a
like,
spiral. Like
I don't know if it's drugs or CTE, like, but it's
both.
actually like because he did not. Fuck, I don't know. He's just not making sense at all anymore.
Too much.
He says his
cocaine,
next
man.
fight's going to be he's going to just no announcement, just they're going to play his music one day and he's going to be walking
out.
bare knuckle boxing, walk out.
Go out and fight himself.
Exactly.
Did you see him?
Fuck's sake.
The beef he had with Paul Hughes there.
Oh, I've seen it.
No.
Like Paul,
It's like-
Paul Hughes, the MMA fighter.
Yeah.
He obviously
Oh,
he's proud of his
yes,
Irish
yes,
heritage.
I've
He
seen
has
that,
the
I've seen
flag,
that.
and then Conor McGregor's
seen
like,
that.
"Get that fucking flag off you!"
Yeah,
you know,
I've seen
you
that.
cunt, wherever you.
I've seen that.
Stupid.
Snub the people of Derry, and they are
Yeah,
good people that
Yeah.
fucking suffered more than.
I would say see people that identify as Irish up in the north. If you really identify as Irish up here, you are really Irish then, because you have to do it against. It's
That's weird for him
Yeah,
to say.
exactly.
isn't it?
Very fair. Yeah,
That's a
good
strange
point.
thing for him to
He's
say.
trying to get a level of disrespect over as deep as he can, but.
John, can you?
And I say this wholeheartedly. Whenever
Yeah.
you drive into the bog in Derry, that is people that have suffered more
Fucking
than
right.
anywhere else in
Yeah.
the north of Ireland, and it is something that you don't talk about and you don't disrespect.
No,
And I think
definitely
that
not.
is
Look,
really
to say we're
True, like, I
to
agree
say
with that. Let
people
it fly, like.
people that have been fighting to be Irish since 1916 or whatever the fucking thing was. It's like, you know, it just dismisses all that, you know.
Yeah. But no, definitely.
Wrong kind of perception.
I just think the whole tit for tat and all them fights is all bullshit anyway. Like.
Yeah.
It's all they promoted like.
Aye, fucking silly.
What is this
silliness,
stuff
like.
here?
That's
What is a tangerine dream?
It's botanical flavourings.
Washing powder.
Botanical flavours.
It's just plants.
that's our sponsor. That's Bud Lightyear and Baked Potato.
Shout
and
out, get on Instagram, check them motherfuckers out.
So yeah,
All the botanical flavours that you'll ever need.
and it's not sold here.
And you just put it into the bath and it's
Yes.
Yeah, you just soak it.
And you get high as fuck in the bath. It goes up. It goes in rectally. You know, seeps in.
What does?
It's a wee bath bomb.
I don't
Weed
think physics
bath,
works that way.
Oh, you hear?
If you're in a bath, it would have to have like something in it to make it
You
move.
don't think
and
if
go up
you
there.
sat in a bath and opened your arsehole, water would go up there?
Well, I suppose
That's how that works. Like,
All right, okay.
how's water not getting up there?
You're
Like,
saying that
Suck
it's
it up.
a powder that you put in the bath and goes up your arsehole.
ah,
Think about that.
Actually,
How's it getting
actually
up
don't
there?
think about that at all.
it diffuses.
You don't.
Into the water just?
Yeah.
All right, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
John,
Continue.
so this busking journey you've been on, like, tell me.
When
When-
did you start
yeah.
busking then? How long have you been doing
Busking, it'll be, it's 5.5 years now.
You're one of those faces, like,
Fucking hell.
you just have seen you.
it? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
the hair's not helping at the moment. I'm trying to grow it out, trying to grow an afro.
And no one can recognise you anymore.
Oh, it just takes, it's just, I don't have the patience for the length that it is at the moment. So hopefully it gets there, and then I'm like,
Or you want to grow it long?
it used to be really big, like.
Yeah, there's always a period of like in between
yeah.
where it's I've had my hair long, we've all had our hair long, pretty long before, like, and it's just like
So you've been at it for 5 years. Like, where's the biggest place you played for? Do you busk only, or do you?
It's
Do you
mostly-
gigs and all, like, as well?
I do a lot,
Ah,
I do
you
a lot
do.
of busking, do a lot of weddings, I do a lot of corporate events. I'll do, if it involves music, I'll be there. You know, 5.5 years in the city now, but I've been doing it a long time. I've been, you know, I've been busking 5.5 years.
Yeah.
I travelled from Los Angeles to New York back in 2017, and that's when I first seen busking, you know, and the way that it was done properly in the likes of New Orleans and Chicago and Los Angeles, and did a different way of doing it than here. And I kind of came home, and I wouldn't say I set out to do it. You know, it kind of happened, but it was in my mind as another way of performing to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I came home, and I went to Belfast to a show. There was 2 shows on 2 nights in a row, but I had a full day to kill in Belfast, and I didn't really know all that much about the city. And I'd seen a few buskers in Belfast while I was there, and I was like, geez, I wonder, is there a music shop in Belfast that I can go and price up a bit of equipment?
Yeah.
And I went down to the music shop and was like, I'll just buy this now, and
go see how to do it. And
went out, and I knew that day from just over an hour's busking, I was like, I can live comfortably.
you could do this.
Yeah.
live
Sweet.
comfortably and give up my job in
Sweet.
the next
So you knew within the first hour that was
And you
possible?
really enjoy it.
1 hour, and I remember it was about 4 or 5 in the evening whenever I went out, which is totally the wrong time.
Yeah, and you still made some money. Like,
Did you ever?
Like
how much did you make? Can you say?
I would have to say it was in around the 200 mark on an hour.
That's good. Like, I don't know how it
Pretty good,
works
like.
because me and Jake went busking before, right?
I know, but
And use our shit.
I just got fuck
We were
all.
all right, like, but it was
know
like
what I mean?
I think a lot,
we didn't do it the way you done it. Probably what it wasn't as professional. We did go up with our guitars and we just stood on the corner and played some music. But we made the bus journey home.
I don't even know.
We just made enough money to get
I
home.
think it would probably depend on where you sit yourself.
It is very different,
yeah,
yeah. And I do
as well.
remember the place that is set up was down beside where Yo Sushi is.
Yeah.
city, which
Where's
is like
that?
I've never ever busked there ever.
Is that
again.
near McDonald's and all? Yeah, yeah.
No, it's,
no.
sorry, I'm wrong. Yo Sushi is down where Bootleggers is, or
Yes. Okay, yes. Sorry.
So I was doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
still.
didn't know the city. I knew then maybe the next time I come to the city, I'll just walk around and see where other people are setting up. And I was like, then got talking to one from the council. I was like, I just think this would be such a better pitch for someone to be in. And they said, yeah, it was more or less the council workers in the town.
Yeah.
Said,
Because you're not allowed to just set up. They'll say something, won't they?
well, you can. You have a right to perform anywhere
Okay.
outdoors, you know, in a city. But I then started setting up at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
That then became the
That would have been in
Seems like a
where
good
I've
spot,
seen
though.
you before. Like,
Yeah,
No,
because there's
I
quite a
think so.
crowd around that scene, you know. And
I think, and logistically, anywhere in the world that there's a McDonald's and you busk outside, I always noticed when I was traveling, there was always a busker outside of McDonald's
right.
fuck, there you go.
because you have to understand.
It's a cheat code there.
they
pretty
do,
much
they do
it.
the work. The other one, you'll never see a quiet McDonald's,
Yeah,
No.
100%.
That's true. Like,
you know, and what
And them burgers are addictive.
what you always found in the likes of New York and any of them big cities in the States, there was always big crowds outside them.
Yeah.
And any of the cities that allowed busking in the States, there was always crowds, people busking outside the McDonald's. So that's why I decided to come back and
Yeah.
do outside there, like, you know. But it's been a great journey, and it wouldn't have happened without people supporting me. And
yeah.
you know, a lot of crazy shit happened whenever I first started. You know, I suppose maybe because of the Ballad of Grace, a lot of people didn't want that song being sung in the city centre, but so many people were like, "That's a brilliant song," and
Yeah. Regardless
keep singing
of.
that, keep singing that. And whenever people, you know, then went and listened to the song that maybe didn't like it at the start, they were like, "Oh, it's a beautiful song," which it is.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
love story, and that was, you know, that was the start of it. There's still a few that doesn't. like it.
Changing minds.
You know, and it is the change in minds. People aren't the same bitter people that they were
No.
20, 30 years ago, and that bitterness was on both
Yeah.
sides.
That's why people hated that song, just because it was from the other side. But now
Yeah.
we're in a generation where, like, you can love songs from both sides, and you don't have to be part of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can appreciate the history of it. Like,
Yeah, it's just like appreciate
it's the
art,
same as
isn't it?
singing the Ballad of Willie McBride. It's another very popular song for me,
yeah.
and it's seen as, you know, both one for each side.
Yeah. That's it.
But
That's it.
it's crazy. Like, I was in Lanzarote last week with my dad, and went into a bar, an Irish bar, went up and sang a few songs, and there was a couple from Scotland there, and she came running over and she was like, "I can't believe you're here, can't believe you're here." She says, "We're from Scotland and we're planning a trip to see you in Belfast soon. We want to see you busking, and we can't believe that we've just seen you here."
Fucking hell.
And I was like, "That's great." And he went on his phone whenever he came over to chat to me, and he showed me where he had sent her a link to my song that I covered. My song,
Yeah.
along with James Blunt, and it was Monsters, or was it Monsters, or In Case You Didn't Know, I can't remember, one or the other, but they'd sent it 2 weeks ago. And I was like, it's mad, you know, the people from across the water sharing the links to the songs and stuff. They were sitting with 2 other people, and the 2 other people was like, "Oh, we're Celtic fans," and I goes, "Oh, I love Celtic too." And he was like, "What songs do you be singing?" So he'd obviously went on, Googled me, and seen
Aye.
a video of me singing the Ballad of Willie McBride, The Green Fields of France. And I was like, "Oh, I'll sing loads of different ones. Why?" And then he was like, "What do you think of Caledonia? Do you sing it?" I turned to him, I goes, "You fucking testing me? I goes, are you trying to get a reaction out of me or something?" I goes, "Yes, I do sing Caledonia." He says, "Oh, I'm not sure if you're..." I goes, "You're mad, like."
Yeah.
I goes, "In this day and age," I goes, "you can't just take it that someone wants to sing."
Fuck them all those now.
They're not even football songs.
No.
They're songs that
yeah.
people have connected to certain
stories
clubs, and I'm like, I don't have fucking no time for that.
Yeah.
Don't need to sit and justify anything to you.
Yeah.
That's strange.
But it's
like,
just
isn't it?
crazy the way you get that whenever you travel.
Aye.
You know, when the further you,
In Lanzarote, this was not a bar in fucking Belfast. You know what I mean? This is in Lanzarote.
Bothered.
I think Northern Ireland is
Apology, like.
Do you?
the best place to, like, we're starting to know that divide isn't great, you know, and this generation is starting to accept all that. Like,
I know it's not really a fucking. No one cares that much anymore. Like I know there's people, but like majority, like
no,
do you know
the
what I mean?
majority's
it's kind of, it's time to, you know, live, you know, and
Yeah, I don't know. I've just always said like, regardless of your opinion, if you're a nice person, I'll sit and talk to you. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah.
I have no problem with that. You
100%.
can think something different than me. That's fine.
Like
You know?
we grew up Catholic, but then it would have been drilled, especially living in this estate, it would have been drilled into you, like, you know, you're Catholic, you know, you're and all the sectarianism and stuff, and like because we kids, like even if you wore like red, white, and blue fucking clothes or something, you'd be like fucking
Nah.
You'd be beat up, like.
get beat up, and then we
That was
started
just
hanging about with people just
so funny
outside of
back
this
then.
town, and then you hang about with them for so long, and then you realize they're Protestant after like a year. You didn't even know, and you're like, wait, we're all this, we're just
It doesn't
you know,
matter.
This guy, I really like this guy.
It doesn't matter. Like,
It matters
Brainwash.
fucking nothing.
I'll draw the line at like, you know, don't know. Maybe like murder, like serial killers and stuff. If
No.
that's what you're at, then I'll draw the line there and not hang about with you. Like, but Protestants are
Do
fine.
you ever get any bother when you're out busking? Like, do you
That's what I was
ever,
going to
like,
ask you next.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
fuck
do you
with you. Like,
prefer
streets are
busking
filled.
over-
Streets are filled with
you get
fucking
that bit of
rascals, you know.
abuse or someone roaring at you, or
Yeah.
dog spit.
sick.
Bum just dancing around you.
Someone
Falling
fucking
into you.
spit in the bucket.
Will it?
That's
Oh.
fucked there.
Are you
Like,
joking me?
Dirty
that's the
bastard.
height of disrespect, in my
Someone
opinion.
put a fucking.
Would you not actually run after them?
You
Just
beat the fuck out of them?
No, I'm very.
you just
You just
I
go.
couldn't give a
You just go.
fuck. I laugh at
Grace,
it."
just hold me, and you. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
it all goes in, you know, it all goes into the same machine. Talk to them.
I
But
can't
no,
believe people
and someone
spit
fucking
into your
recently put a banana skin in it.
Right.
Right, okay.
And I did go to, I picked the banana skin up and ran down the street after him. But he didn't know it was coming after him. I just set the banana skin on his shoulder.
Right.
No, it was like a backpack thing. So like a backpack strap.
Yeah.
And he didn't know the banana skin was on the fucking backpack
just
strap.
carried on.
And he was still walking. So he thought he had done me, putting it into the bucket. And I was like, nah,
Imagine-
you're fucking taking your banana skin home with
Imagine
you
he
dirt.
thinks it's like some horror movie. Like he puts a banana skin and goes home, and it's with him. He's like,
Followed him in.
you know, he can never get rid of this banana skin, no matter where he
who
goes.
sent that man to the fucking mental?
Oh, it was fucking funny. And there was two boys standing outside this coffee shop, and they were just laughing. And they fucking know who they are too, because they commented on TikTok recently, that was me with the banana skin. And then he commented, he was like, no, he says, we're the guys.
You should have said it in front of him.
Oh, it was fun. But you see some random shit there, like.
Yeah.
It's
What's,
mad.
like, what's one of the
Belfast
craziest
cities
things you've
are
seen?
fucked.
Yeah,
Fuck, I've seen everything.
Belfast.
I've seen police officers giving someone a warning for drinking in the street, and the person standing behind them taking cocaine off the Two police are standing
Cheeky.
heavily invested in giving this person a warning for
And
drinking
he's
in the
doing
street.
lines behind him, like.
Very good.
What the
You're
fuck?
just sitting there. Oh, let's do
And he got away. They didn't see him sniff,
No,
did
fuck
they?
no. Drugs is happening everywhere in Belfast. Not being no
Aye.
fucking.
Do you see heroin at all up there?
No,
That's one thing I never really.
You see a lot of the
Seen?
needles and the evidence that it's happening. You see someone sitting outside McDonald's in the park bench for fucking an hour watching you busk. They'll go away for 2 minutes and they'll come back and
Stand there again for an hour.
there's
Yeah.
their soul is gone from their body.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Way to describe it.
And that's the ones that aren't taking drugs.
There's no saving them people, and I wish there was more help for them. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sad.
I know.
Sad to see,
And the
man.
guys from the Welcome Centre do everything. You know, they're there all the time. I don't know what they would do without them guys.
They feed them and all, don't they? Like bring them soup and all.
Yeah,
and,
I was busking yesterday, and they came down in they've like a wee Volkswagen caddy van, and they came down. There was a guy standing with me for maybe half an hour, and they came down. He was like, "Oh, I need a smoke. And they stopped and they gave him cigarettes. And the guy jumped out, opened the boot, made him 2 cups of coffee, and sat him down. He drank the 2 cups of coffee and smoked his fags.
Class.
And I was like, "That's fucking."
So this is just common
gentleman
occurrence for you
still.
then? Just every time you go busking, it's just there's always a wee story.
Always.
beside you.
Something happens every day.
Yeah,
Every
that's the
time,
thing. Like,
mad looking at it.
Something happens every day, and even the days when nothing happens, you'll always have someone that you've made happy.
yeah, that's true.
There's shitty days too. There's days where there's days where where something shitty could happen to you.
Yeah, but that's a great thing about entertaining. Being an entertainer, you know, you're always making someone happy. Like, that's like
Yeah.
we've been in entertainment for 10 years. You know, just music and then this and all, and like you always come to a point where you're like, what's it for? Like, what the fuck are we doing this for? But then like one person will like it or laugh at one of our videos, and you're like,
think at
holy
the start
fuck, that's what it's all for. Like,
Yeah, I think at the start with the music, we were trying to make ourselves happy, not realizing that we were playing all the songs we wanted to hear or we wanted to play, and nobody wanted to hear it at the bar. Like, nobody wanted to hear
Playing
it at the
squeeze
bar.
songs and all. Like,
You know,
yeah, just
but-
obscure shit.
I mean,
We
This
cleared
time of the year, I'm a bit like that now.
we cleared a bar. Like
Aye.
we went into a local bar out the road there, and this was the first gig we had ever done, because we were like a band that wanted to do our
it was
own
the first
songs.
cover
Yeah,
gig
we
with
weren't a
them.
cover band. We were like a band that done our own songs.
well, we wrote our
and we
own.
reluctantly went, right, let's try and make some fucking money. Let's sell out, guys. You know, we just played everything that we wanted to play. Went into this bar, played like probably one song maybe they would have knew, and the whole bar just left. Like,
you have to play what they want, like.
oh, definitely.
yeah.
But
We
this time of
eventually figured
year,
that out.
this time of year, I'm a bit. I'll play when I'm busking. I'll play stuff that I want to learn all the summer.
Because it's not
It's a good
as
idea.
Yeah, but there's always new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And do you
So-
always take the guitar or?
No, I don't. When I'm busking, I don't use an instrument.
Oh, you don't?
It's
Oh, do you
all
not?
tracks.
Oh.
Busking is more for.
Yeah, but you've got.
Busking's more
you've
for
got it-
talking and like the CDs sell a lot. Like,
Yeah.
sell a lot of CDs, and that's mostly what I'll be at whenever I'm busking.
How many days a week would you busk?
Depends. There's weeks I don't busk at all. There's weeks that I busk every day of the week.
Just
Just as it comes, like.
I suppose if you make enough
That's-
money that week, you can
that's
start
a
taking a
really-
break.
If I'm traveling, there's do a lot of weddings and stuff abroad. And
Yeah.
this year there's a lot of weddings abroad, and wedding season. I try and just focus on the weddings mainly. Like
Aye, then busking.
a lot of weddings happening. Like
Yeah.
Sweet.
We got into weddings,
Some money
but
in it.
like we
Some
were telling
money
you
in it,
before, we were in a wedding band, but it was like unless you had a wedding every week, it was like hard to maintain. We had a wedding like every couple of months, so every couple of months we would have to like get together, relearn everything
Well, at the start,
again.
I suppose we kind of did. It was closer
Sort of.
together, and then we just left it for a while. And like, oh fuck, we're gonna wed in 2
There's
weeks.
just no way to
Guys,
do it properly. You know?
It's
Didn't have
it is a
transport. or anything.
machine, and it needs to be well looked after. See, whenever you're doing weddings, it's massive. Like,
Ah, yeah, you
know,
want it to be perfect.
there's some serious operators out there
Oh,
doing
yeah.
weddings. You know.
We've got a very good friend from here that does weddings, and they're really like in they would give us pointers and stuff like. I was flagging. Have you heard of them?
Oh yeah, where did I see them recently?
They do. They've been doing it for a while. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's some great wedding bands. Like professionals would be.
I've heard of them.
They'd be good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Connor and Mark. You know, them guys, they know what they're at. Like,
Yeah.
like they do a lot of weddings. Like, you know, they could
Yep.
maybe.
They're pretty much the biggest sought after in Ireland, aren't
Well,
they?
they've three different vocalists.
Aye.
Yeah, so you
That's right. It's like a wee sort of.
you know what you're getting. You know the
Yeah.
level you're getting at.
Yeah, 100%.
There's some great people like doing the solo thing at weddings. I done a wedding the weekend and went in and done music for them while they were having their food.
Yeah.
So it was all chill out, love kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
obviously the walking in song for the bride and groom and the bridal party.
Aye.
Be's mad. And then whenever the waiters come in and lift off the plates and stuff, we go mad then for maybe 10 minutes until the next course is out. And then chill out.
Yeah.
It's good crack. Like,
And then you finish on a high, like, you know.
it's a
yes.
fucking.
Mostly drinks receptions that I do. Drinks
Yeah.
receptions, ceremony. The ceremonies are hard to beat, like.
And so what would
Prefer doing
you
them. Yeah.
have?
Big time.
Have you a few songs that you would try and finish on, like that you know are the best finishers?
What was Bear in the Big Blue House song? Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. No, it's just whatever. I'll always ask them what they want.
Aye.
You know? I'll
Right?
kind of
And you like
learn. I learn.
you'll ask and you'll
I
learn
learn for
before it's-
every single wedding.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there's always always like to give them the freedom of what
That's,
they want, you
that's
know.
really,
Yeah. That's a good way to do it. Harder, make it harder for yourself, like.
If it's not hard and if you're finding it too easy, you're not.
That's
working
true.
hard enough.
That's true.
I suppose if
That's very true.
like a solo guy could sort of do what he wanted, I suppose. Like us with a band, it's hard to get fucking the whole thing together. And like you could say like, oh, we've got 5. These guys want 5 different songs that are on our set list. Let's learn them, and then we just
You have to
wouldn't
bring
get
them together for a practice.
Yeah.
And come here, I've done shows. We done the Empire with the full band, and it's no problem. But it's just hard, you know. And it's hard to ask everyone, let's come together and do something, you know, do a practice.
Yeah.
It's different if you're touring. You're already in a well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
you're
definitely.
a band.
And you've got all them
Yeah,
songs all together all the time. Yeah, that's where we were trying to get it to. But then this came, and then we were just so obsessed with this that we just didn't have time for anything else. And we were like, right, we gotta pick one, like, you know. And this was what we were passionate
Here we
about.
are.
Here we are with
Balaclavas.
Mascon being gimps.
Shout out Kevy
we're
4X.
better. We're better at being gimps and
Who
singing.
did you say?
Shout out Kevy 4X.
Cavi, you need to get Cavi on.
We might be coming
we
on.
might be coming on.
Cavi's a good lad. Like,
Yeah.
very good lad. And I didn't know him all that well until recently.
He seems fine, so he does.
That cub's been through a lot. Like,
Yeah, his mum died and all there.
died, and
Yeah.
it's, you know,
sick.
he's trying. Come here.
Here.
He's trying, and I think
That's all you can do.
There's maybe drama and stuff that's going on, and I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just don't have the time to follow exactly what's happening. But
You can't find out. I've been trying.
it's just
That's hard to find out.
But I think he'd be a good one for the show.
We're talking about it, so
Hockey,
we'll see if we get him on.
we're talking to him stuff there. So we made fun of him and Mal on the last podcast, just messing about, and then we put it out as a clip.
But he
and
took
then
it as a good
He
joke,
took-
like, so he
yeah, he
did.
took it as a
He
joke.
took it
Come here.
well, 'cause
There's no
I
badness.
didn't say
That's
nothing. I didn't say
There's-
nothing.
no,
There's
like,
no-
I actually do like him.
Here, there's
I
no
find out
badness
him.
or no hate in that club.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
So he made
And
a
there's
wee
no
video
hate from
and
us. No hate
he
from us.
made a wee video and called us out and shouted us out and all, and then we were talking like, so yeah.
It's
we'll
all
get him
love,
on.
Kevy. All love. Straight up.
But-
Still waiting on my fucking merch though. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
But it's come here. Belfast for music is the spot to be. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's always something happening. There's always like I go to gigs all the time. Like,
And do you write your own music? No.
I can, but I could like we could sit down now and write a song. Like,
Yeah.
but it's just you want to release something that you love and something
Yeah.
that is honest as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you
Just
ever
not
released
the time
anything
for it?
from
No.
yourself?
Time
No.
for it.
You want to be my missus? I just want
Because
business.
you do. You've quite a unique voice and some range in your voice. Like, you know, such a talent. Like, you know, it would be. I would reckon, you know, if you're writing your own stuff, it would go far.
it
Like,
would go well. It'll be folk stuff mostly. You know, I went to Nashville a lot when I was younger, and that's the style. You know,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
listening to.
I know, what was that like?
Oh, Nashville's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd love to
Going
go.
all my life. I'll be there this year, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first
Class.
time they've ever done direct flights from Dublin.
Right.
Oh really?
So I'm going
Sweet.
to go this year at some point.
Much as a
Hopefully-
flight to Nashville sting you?
Flights to Nashville are actually the same price now than they were whenever I first started going.
Right.
right?
Fuck. There you are.
They're pretty similar price, like.
I think that's because it's such a big tourist spot, isn't it?
Oh, it's mad for music, like that's
Yeah.
Music City.
Yeah. You
Been
always
all
hear
over the
people
States,
go-
like, you know, go to Florida quite a bit.
Speaking about music, well, we've just only been speaking music. What about these Grammys?
Oh yeah.
Grammys.
Yeah, and what do you call the weekend?
Fucking, what about fucking
Bianca!
What the fuck?
Bianca!
Sensori? Bianca Sensori.
Me and Alana was chatting about that last night. Alana was like, oh, she'll wait like C3 number on. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking she had nothing on.
What is E3? Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had a chat about this last night on the way to Chick-fil-A, which is another topic, but
Where were you that there's a Chick-fil-A?
there's a Chick-fil-A just fucking opened out the road, man.
Yeah, we'll have to go.
What?
Where?
Yes.
Wait there.
We'll get back to that. Continue your story, but holy fuck.
Yeah.
When
there
did this
actually-
open?
Is it only open?
Guys, you seriously...
We live under.
We live under our fucking-
balaclavas.
No, if there was a Chick-fil-A, I thought I would know about it. Like, have you seen the colour of my skin? Like,
Chick-fil-A
is
is my number one
a-
food takeaway in
is it?
the States. Whenever I land in the US, that is the first place I go. Northern Ireland just got the first Chick-fil-A
Is it
outside of the
apple
United
greens or
States.
something?
Oh,
Yes,
Is it?
it's at the Apple Green.
Okay, yes, I did hear about this.
Oh, right.
Is it
gotta
nice?
go.
It is exactly like
same.
America.
And what is it?
Because apple greens usually fuck it up.
Fuck. I'm telling you, if you've never tried it
Is it
before,
chicken?
I'm literally going
it's
straight up.
but it's
Yeah, it's
different.
chicken.
Nah, it's beef fillet.
But hold on, I need to put a disclaimer in. While I was there, a few people told me that there's a bit of controversy around the company, and maybe you should have a look into what the company is about and their beliefs. So I am going to do that, just in case anyone jumps on and says, you fuckers eating at Chick-fil-A. Because apparently...
What are they doing?
Big Nazis.
If they're killing kids, other than that, I'm eating the chicken.
apparently they... No, I'm not going to say what they've been doing, but apparently they were expecting protests and stuff at the opening. But the queues are insane, like.
Right.
We waited an hour and 20 minutes last night.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it though?
It's fucking worth it.
Right, they're
Okay.
doing something to these chickens there.
I'm on my way
It's
there.
not. It's
They're
not.
clocking the chickens out the back. Fucking clocking them chicken balls.
That's fresh. That's freshness. Yeah, I went to Popeyes in Forsyth.
Popeyes.
I didn't.
I used to love
didn't
it.
think was
I
great.
did used to like it, but then
That's great. That's great.
at the stage that I like Popeyes, I hadn't been to the states that Chick-fil-A was in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is different.
Popeyes was
better.
okay, but
No,
here's,
it was amazing.
Here was my running with it. Like, you go, the door's right there. It's freezing when you're ordering, opening and freezing you. There's nowhere to stand for your order. You're just standing like a dick in the middle of the place. And
They bring you your food to the table.
yeah, but there's no tables, so we just had to stand and wait.
No, I wouldn't
And-
wait in that shit. Oh,
Nah,
it was
I
like
wouldn't
there was
wait.
nowhere
Like,
to
if there's
actually
no
stand and
tables,
wait.
they'd just be like, see you later.
Yeah, it was
Chick-fil-A, whatever way they do it, like the bun and all is like, it's definitely to do with the bun.
I'm going
Chicken
tonight.
burger, like
What
yeah.
apple green is it?
It's so you'll have to drive until Boucher Road and come back.
Making me hungry.
Yeah.
But the butter of the bun, it's to do with the bun and the coating of the chicken. It's
It sounds fucking amazing already.
Oh,
we
yeah.
going.
I'm so hungry.
Oh god.
and they're like crisscross fries, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get the Chick-fil-A sauce and the what do you call that other stuff?
Southwest.
No, what do you call that stuff? The place with the cowboy, the ranch sauce.
Ranch.
The ranch sauce is
Lovely.
different level.
Yeah.
That's American as fuck.
You've made me very hungry.
Yeah.
But back to Bianca Sensori's tits.
What is her name?
Is it Bianca Sensori?
Sensori, because I always think
That could be completely
I
wrong.
think of it like,
Something like
what
that.
would you
I
say if
just-
something was bad? Sensory.
Censored, yeah.
Sensory.
Yeah, that's it.
Sensory.
mad, isn't it?
Sensory.
She had a couple of cents.
And like, what did
last
he
night.
like? It was weird because he stopped and then like said something to her, and then she walked forward and just dropped
She
the
just
coat
done
or
the whole.
something.
She done the. Come here. One of the guys was like, Kanye, how do you feel about it? And he's like, you know, I changed my name to Ye.
Who are you talking to?
It's like madness.
He's a character and a half, isn't he?
I know. I just think he's in that whole fucking.
Yeah.
He
I
is,
don't know
yeah.
what he is.
That's
Wicked.
what would we call him in Ireland? Maybe he's innocent.
Heads away with
Or no, what would you say?
He's
What would you call someone?
He's a wee
maybe-
want in him.
There's a want.
Touched.
A wee want. He's touched in the head.
No, there's a name in it. It's like
Buck agent.
Not right.
no, I can't use the word innocent
Mentally
because you know he's
retarded.
definitely not. But he's fucking not well. Like.
He's something.
She's not well either.
No.
Something wrong with her too, like
That's
aye.
me, girl.
Yeah.
I
Something
would have
wrong
to
with her
be, I
too.
Kim
suppose,
too.
like, but
Kim point two,
Kim
2.0.
But-
2.0, yeah.
I don't think she's all that much like Kim, is she?
Yeah, similar-ish, just sort of in like
Yeah.
generic
Aesthetics.
wise, very similar. You know, just
Honest.
same haircut,
Them
same skin
Americans
tone.
are off the hook.
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, sure. Did you not see fucking Jaden Smith
The house
at
on
the
his head?
Grammys there with a fucking house on his head?
Yeah. He's
What
wearing
is
a
that
house.
about?
he was wearing a house on.
I-
I seen the outfit and immediately thought Balenciaga. You know the way Balenciaga releases, like I used to love the brand. They used to release stuff that was so idiotic and stupid,
Yeah.
like shoe-wise, that you'd be like, are these guys just doing this to fucking annoy the people?
yeah.
that
Just
buy their
fucking with
stuff?
it.
Well,
Yeah,
what
just
the
fuck
fuck
him,
is
yeah.
up with some of them
But she
shoes?
was,
Like,
Bianca was apparently involved with Balenciaga for years.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's,
Yeah.
What who is she?
I don't know.
Just a
Like,
model or
was she a
something.
lawyer? Why is that in the head?
Don't know.
Was she a lawyer?
Is she?
Was she?
Fuck knows.
Why is that in my head?
One thing's
She's a
for
lawyer.
sure, she'll not be at the chapel on Sunday.
No,
She'll
I like that. Not dressed like that.
not dressed
she'll be
like
at the
that.
confessions maybe if she can make it back. But
You're not going out of the house like that, Bianca. Back upstairs.
What?
Did you see
Wild.
Will Smith fucking reenacting The Matrix? I think it was in like some.
Is it a dream you had?
No, it's not, this isn't another dream. No, it was in like some music video or something for something. I think he's went back to music now.
He released a
Oh,
song
yes.
not too long ago.
But in the music video, he's reenacting The Matrix, which is funny because he was picked as Neo first
Yeah.
before, but he declined it and went to Wild West.
Yeah, well, what a
Which-
career move.
Amazing.
But
movie.
it's really funny seeing him reenact The Matrix. Like it's just you're like, oh, thank fuck, what does that bullet like? You know.
He was supposed to be Django as well.
Yeah.
Was he? Gee, that's crazy.
And then,
By the way, John's never watched movies, so he's confused the fuck
for
out of
fuck's
me.
sake, so you've
He's
never,
like,
have you ever
looking
watched
at
The
shit.
Matrix? Have you ever seen The
what
Matrix?
is the Matrix?
You're fucking living it, right?
Sounds like a piece of
Let me
jewelry.
tell you. Let me tell you.
John's just sitting there like,
Holy fuck. The red pill or the blue pill? Oh, you gotta watch The Matrix. There you are. There's
John's
one to
lived a
watch.
life, guys.
Fuck it, fuck The Matrix.
If it's not something,
John has a girlfriend, right? He lives
if
his
it's
life.
not something like Big Daddy or what was that?
Anger management, fucking Waterboy.
What else did I watch? Fucking. I can remember no movies.
Lion King.
No,
Fuck what?
I could barely even watch it when it was released there. And Alana,
No,
it was
not
only
that shite. The
Alana-
actual Lion King.
No.
In the 90s. The cartoon.
The OG cartoon.
No, we went to Disney. We went to Disney and Universal a couple of months ago, and it was like I didn't know half of the different things. Alana took me on the ET ride.
Right.
And he's been to Disney.
E.T.
No.
We've been to Disneyland, but there's no ET ride there.
I went on the Hulk ride, but I've never seen it either.
You've never seen E.T.?
E.T. or the Hulk or Twister.
Very
Is it-
similar movies.
What was the one? What was the one? The Mask, was it? The Mask.
Another green person.
Trying to think of fucking.
When you were a
movies.
kid, though, there's bound to have been ones just in the
See,
zeitgeist.
all
You know,
that
when you're a
shit
kid and
wasn't
there's
real.
just.
All like that's not real life.
I know that's what was fun when you were a kid. That's what was fun when you were a kid. 'cause
But I
it was
know
still
exactly
magical.
what you're saying. But I just can't get my head around.
But a bird in a big blue house now, you fucking get
No,
by
but hold on. I only knew that because someone requested that recently. Someone asked me to sing that at a gig in Derry like a couple of
it.
weeks
You
ago.
go, sorry, I can't sing.
I
That's
watched
not
that
real.
on repeat.
I can't sing that, it's not real.
Good friends, goodbye.
So you never watched Let's Go even if the fucking Teletubbies or something? I don't know.
All that shit was on, but I wasn't.
You'd rather look
we were
at
a wee
the
bit
wall.
after that.
Fuck that shit. That's fucked up. That's
What
not
else
real.
was on?
Interesting.
Hey
That's not
Arthur.
real.
Hey
Hey
Arnold.
Arnold, oh,
Hey
great.
Arnold.
Or hey Arnold.
classic.
It's funny, or like, so you were like that even as a child, like, because now I would be more inclined, like any book I read would be like history or anything I watch. It has to be to do with real things that have happened.
Yeah, I like the History Channel.
Was that always? Yeah.
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 I'm weird, like.
Yeah. Good way to be.
I
Like all the grown-ups in your family were sticking on Hey Arnold, and you're like, get that shit off. Put on Snooker. It's not fucking real. Put on horse racing or something. It's not real.
I like The Simpsons and South Park, but I think you kind of had to.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
We
just
find.
that-
We find.
What else
the thing.
was there?
Universal. Like.
No, but
So what do you like history wise?
it's weird. Like if I was watching something in the History Channel, it's mostly either about Ireland or fucking
I love Irish
Ama-
history.
American history too.
Be more American history for me.
9/11 like fascinated me like that actually happened.
Well, there's a lot in that, like, to be fascinated
I know.
about. Like,
Sure,
do you
in the
think
UK
happened?
when they were.
9/11, what do you think happened? Do you,
Fuck, I don't know. It's just I buy books and all when I'm there.
do you believe in it?
When I'm like at Ground Zero,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I go back every time I go to New York, and I've been to New York a lot of times. I always buy like books and stuff of like pictures, and the guy will be like, look up the street and look at this building, take a look at the certain like, the architecture, and open the book, and it'll be like mind blowing. It's like pure catastrophe of what has happened. And
Jesus.
it's just set and right in front of everybody.
yeah, fuck.
Yeah. What it looked like
Just
before.
so 9/11 for me was like something that it was something in a movie. Like it would have been the kind of
I
movie
thought it was a
probably-
movie.
If it was, it probably would be a movie that I wouldn't watch because it would be something which is so unbelievable.
That wouldn't be real.
You're like, that's not real. That shit.
That's never gonna happen. Like,
See the way
Like
that
they find
blew
his
up there?
fucking the terrorist's passport in and among the rubble. Like,
Did they?
yeah, with burnt edges. That's
way.
how they identified who one of them
No
was.
way.
Yep. Exactly, no way. Burnt through fucking steel and stone.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
But
sense.
that's
If the passport
fine.
survived the fucking crash into the rubble.
No, that's
It is mad, but even
Come
whenever
on, boys. Come on, boys.
Did you see some of the videos of the building blowing up from the
Plane?
middle? And you know, as
Yeah,
the plane
yeah, up
crashes, there's explosions below. I don't know.
Sure, in the UK,
I'm not sure what to believe
this is a fact. They reported the fact that Tower 7 had fell. Building 7 had fallen 7 minutes and 11 seconds, or 7 minutes and 13 seconds, or something before it even fell.
Yeah.
They were already reporting
Before the
it's
plane hit.
You know, though the one they actually that dropped
yes,
beside
yes,
it. You know,
yes,
the third
yes,
building.
yes.
They reported that in the UK, it fallen like 7 odd minutes before it actually fell. It was still
There's so
standing
many
in America.
conspiracies.
You know?
I know it really is. You can go all
The
day
one
on
with that though, the 9/11 one's just. I think we're past conspiracy on that.
It's
aren't we?
all but confirmed that one now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we know that one was not legit. Like,
I just find all that shit so mad. Like,
Yeah.
fascinating. Fucking.
really is. Okay, here's a movie for you. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about. Watch Remember Me. It's a good one. I'll not tell you what it's about. But watch it. Remember Me. Write it down. Watch it. You'll like it.
Robert Pattinson.
You'll like it.
Have you all watched these movies?
We watch
we've
we
watched
watch
everything.
everything.
I've watched
Every
it.
movie ever. I've
Almost
probably seen it.
everything.
So much time to watch movies.
From we were about 13
used
to we
to,
were about
don't anymore,
17.
like,
We
fucking
Watched all the movies.
we took a lot of ecstasy and watched movies all day after on a come down.
So did your mum and dad watch this? And like, do you not be like, I can't read.
They were they'd seen it.
They were oblivious to everything.
They were fucking.
Yeah,
we
that's all.
thought
Like for a
they didn't
while.
know, but we were sitting in the living room, like yes, just fucking come down.
We
And
don't
my
do
mum,
any of this shit now. By the way, this is
no,
very
fuck,
young.
way
Like,
past that. Like, but my mum would have came in and goes, "Are you a wee bit hungover, boys?"
He's not well.
And we were like,
That's what he's not well.
Do you
That's what
want
it was.
something to eat? You know?
and we were like, no, we don't want anything to eat. Our mouths are fucking hanging
Just
off.
get
us."
away from me.
Sit and watch movies all day.
No,
Probably
I
about
don't know
5 or
worse.
6 movies every day.
What was it? Ham and coleslaw sandwiches or
Ham,
something?
cheese, and coleslaw sandwiches.
Ham,
was
cheese, and coleslaw sandwiches.
it.
Yeah,
You ever
it used
go
to
through a
fix you.
phase of like you eat,
God.
you find something that you really
Red
like.
sauce
And you
sandwiches.
sicken
Yeah.
yourself of it for life.
Just red sauce.
Red sauce or brown sauce.
There's somebody else. I've met somebody else eating a red sauce sandwich.
Or salad, cream and cheese and onion crisps.
Fucking raw
good one.
dog and
That's a
life.
bit better.
That's a good
That sounds good.
That's not too bad.
To your viewers. I fucking watched TikTok the other night and somebody was having a pot noodle. Listen and follow my direction. Pot noodle, OXO cube. Open the OXO cube, put in the hot water. OXO cube into the pot noodle, into the microwave for 1 minute. You will have the best pot noodle.
Is that not like the
and it
saltiest
has to
bastard?
be
though?
it has to be the beef
Oxo cube.
OXO cube. Put in the soy sauce. If you have extra soy sauce, add the soy sauce.
A chicken mushroom.
Chicken and
pot
mushroom.
Chicken and
Noodle,
mushroom,
obviously.
yes.
What are you?
And a
sandwich?
wee
beef
dashing of salt in there.
I'm only joking.
I am fucking telling you.
Here, that makes sense. So you're putting the boiling water in. You're not putting it in the pot noodle first. You're
Put
actually
the boiling water into the pot noodle, right?
So right, there's boiling water. I thought that the OXO cube and the
No.
boiling water go in.
You can put the OXO cube in at any point. At any point. Add the soy sauce in at any
Oh,
point.
and then put it in the microwave.
Then put it in the microwave. I even leave the steel cap on
Just to,
Pot noodle tip.
to be a wee bit
I like
dangerous.
that.
Wee
You put
bit
it in the microwave.
in the microwave.
That's
Spark it up a bit.
if I'm feeling really fucking dangerous, I'll put the fork in it too. Leave it.
if you want a pot noodle to the face,
No, but I'm not
eat
fucking.
it very quickly.
Add a bit
risky
of-
business.
I
buddy.
saw-
That's risky business thing.
I said to Ilana, where do you taste this? She didn't know what it went in it, and she was like, don't tell me you put red sauce in the pot noodle again. And I was like, no. It was fucking unbelievable.
I'd love to try that. I had a
We'll
friend.
all try it.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten a pot noodle in so long. Like.
I'll have
Been a
to
while.
You
try
need to
that,
clip
yeah.
this so I can share
Sounds
this.
Oh, it's getting clipped.
I want this bit clipped.
As
and
you were
for
saying
people
it
to
in my
follow.
head, I was like, "That's a clip."
there's a tip. We'll actually
I like
make it.
I like the food
We'll
tips.
make it, and we'll
I like
get
the
you
food
narrating it over the top of us making it.
Oh
Or
my
something.
god. It's fucking.
We had a
Mind-blowing.
friend.
Do you have bread with it too, or no bread?
Oh, I love
I
bit of
just
bread.
thought
man.
it was a
Gotta have bread.
starter.
Look,
I have that as my starter.
What's coming next then?
Fuck, I don't know. Parsley sauce,
What's
fucking
coming
cabbage,
up?
bacon, spuds.
Fucking
Can't say it's not
I'll go back to the Stone Age of Ireland.
super noodles with fucking jam in it or
I
something.
might
What's
have.
the weirdest thing you've eaten that you like to eat them yourself?
I don't know.
How's that?
What made me sick? I'm trying to think of what
It's not that
I
weird.
tried that was unreal. Thailand, Celtic Convention 2019. I think it had like fucking 20 portions of chicken satay out of a market.
Right.
And I am telling you,
Must have been good
the
shit.
street food was good.
You
sounds
ever
good,
been to
look.
the Asia supermarket in Belfast?
Never.
Oh, go. They've got
He's been to Thailand. You're like,
everything. They've got everything. But I got this satay sauce up there. Like, you can buy it and it has it all this shite, but this one was the real deal. I made a chicken
Is it
satay.
ready made?
Just the sauce, yeah. But you do
Yeah,
your
you
own
just fire
chicken.
the
So what
sauce
I
in
done
there.
is you can buy these skewers up there, and you just put them in the oven for about 15 minutes, and you put the skewers when they're cooked, you put them into the sauce and just add it. Do it else.
That's deadly. That's
so good.
I'm
like.
into that stuff. I went to the Poacher's Pocket on Sunday and had fucking nicest Sunday roast.
Yeah.
Got roast beef and fucking. She was like, I was like, what
Hard
is
to
it
beat,
come with?
like.
She was like, oh, it comes with gravy. And I was like, no, I don't know. I want something a wee bit different. She says peppered sauce. Peppered sauce roast beef dinner is brilliant.
Oh, why?
And then I went into the wee shop and there was this bacon and creamy, like a creamy white wine and bacon sauce. And I went out there and I was like, see that sauce that they've got in there for sale in the shop, packaged? I goes, is there any way you can put some of that in my dinner? She says, it's just, we've got that in the menu too. I mean, it was fucking
Sweet.
the best.
I
don't
Sunday.
ask, you don't get. Like,
I've never been an Oscar. I would just
Oh,
be
I
like,
ask for everything.
roast dinner, please, and whatever way it comes.
Roast,
But, you know,
roast dinner, is there anything else I can get you? I'll have a pint of milk. Comes back with a pint of milk. Pint of milk. Is there anything else I can get you?
Let me think here.
Have you any brown sauce? Comes back with the brown sauce, and I'll be like, oh, fuck, I love a wee bit of butter for the mash. Comes back with the butter. I'm always asking, but no, fair play to
that's how you get a good dining experience, though. You know.
Yeah. You gotta ask.
Fuck. Speaking of that, I've brought this up before, but it still bothers me. Like, I'm losing sleep over this at the moment. So, like, I order a pizza from a certain place, right? Quite often, and I just like pepperoni and peppers on my pizza, right? Mm-hmm. But I only
There we
like,
go again.
telling you, I only like green peppers on my pizza with pepperoni, right? Because that's what it's a nice taste with the pepperoni. And they told me no. Their peppers
Why the fuck
come.
are they mixing green and red peppers?
Thank you.
Okay, why do certain fucking places also mix peas and sweet corn?
Don't know.
Get the fuck.
You know what I think it
I'm
is?
just fucked up.
I'm like, they come next year. Like, I am paying
not
you
right,
money.
man.
I'm not mixing.
Yeah.
There's no chance is there somewhere selling you a tin of ready mixed fucking
Yeah.
sweet corn and peas. So who the fuck in the kitchen?
Well, I know for a
doing
fact,
that,
right? They do buy ready mixed peppers because
I know, yeah,
I see them all
it's frozen.
going.
It
See
is
that,
frozen.
That is your supermarket. That's where they all get their stuff.
Yeah.
And
But
you see them all coming
You
in for
do
like
know
tins of tomato
red
sauce.
and green peppers are all
I know.
the same.
I know.
but
I know.
I know
But
what
they're not the same, are they?
they
They
are.
don't
They're
taste the same, but they are the
yeah,
same.
they're all from the same.
Just different
They're
ages.
the
aren't
same.
they?
What do you mean they're the same?
They're different ages, so they change
Oh,
color.
really? Is that right? I didn't know that. There you go. Learn something
Is
new
that,
every
is
day.
that true?
Is it not?
Learn something new every
That
day.
is true. It
I'm
has to
pretty
be.
sure that's
Someone
true.
write it in the comments. I
don't
know.
know.
Someone tell us if that's
It
true.
doesn't make sense. So they change colour and change taste
Aye.
completely.
Well, not completely.
Come on.
There's a slight different taste to them with the color. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Gonna flag that and fact check that.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna.
wouldn't say
put it
slight,
there.
like it's kind of different. Like,
Misinformation off the
I
floor,
think it is
bro.
how long you leave them though.
Someone's definitely said that to me.
I've heard that. I think, like, but I've
know?
never fact checked it. But who knows? Who knows? What's your favorite pepper?
red.
Out of those three,
Well,
what's
out of
the-
those
If you
what's the
say
best?
yellow, I have to leave.
Yeah, you can't say yellow, mate.
Come here, I don't eat none of that shit.
It's not real.
I'm not having none of that. No.
I love a red pepper. Like,
If I go
red
into the
bit.
Chinese, I'm like, no peppers, no bamboo shoots.
I love it all.
Not up in here.
I love
No Chinese.
I love a Chinese. I love a Chinese that comes with all that shit. Like, see when you get a Chinese and you get bamboo shoots and we chestnut.
Oh, see the wee chestnuts, water
Yeah,
chestnut, the wee
nice
crunch.
all that
Oh,
shit.
fuck, I like
them.
that.
I
Aye,
don't
but hold
get all
on.
that shit anymore.
You
I
like
don't
the
know.
bamboo sheets?
I like all that
They're
shit.
great. They're fucking
All
great.
that shit. I'm a
too bad.
dirty bastard.
Bamboo sheets aren't nice.
Maybe that's a family thing that you are into, but no bamboo. And I'm like,
David just gets weird shit from the Chinese. Like he'll
His whole
order.
life, right? So we all have our Chinese orders like anybody does, and you don't want to ruin your dinner, so you always get the same Chinese. Him every time, different. I'll have fucking
fucking
chop suey.
orange chicken, fucking chicken. You're like,
Oh,
What? Hold on. What's your Chinese order?
mine's. There's a place here that I don't think does the same sort of Chinese as anywhere else because they do like Malaysian stuff and Thai stuff, and also I get honey smoked sesame chicken with boiled rice and salted chili chicken on the side.
That's a good order. Look,
Yeah. Sometimes
What's
I'll
your
share.
order?
I'd be the same. Like honey chili chicken, boiled rice, all that. Like,
Boiled
all-
rice.
Well, I love boiled rice.
Yeah, boiled rice. Like, it has to be boiled rice.
These all like fucking boiled rice. What the fuck?
Fucking dickhead.
Trying to watch my finger
Boiled
here.
rice.
he's always got boiled rice. Like
With
this.
it, yeah.
He's always got boiled rice.
I don't know. Boiled rice
So
is
what's yours then, David?
It just soaks up the sauce.
Because
for it.
I pick so many different dishes, I've found the one ultimate dish out of that Chinese down the street.
And what
it's
is it?
Indonesian fried rice.
Okay.
That
what you
weird
get.
shit. You always get.
What the
All
fuck
right.
are they putting on it?
So it's just like
Indonesian people.
it's just a really nice fried dish or fried rice dish with chicken and a wee bit of
It's like an egg
shrimp
waffle on
paste, shrimp
top.
paste throughout it. You've got your regular kind of veg throughout it and an egg waffle on top.
It's a weird. It's a weird.
That's
little
not bad. Okay, so what I get is I
Quite
get
dry. Well,
honey chili chicken, curried noodles, chips, curry sauce, Szechuan sauce, and then barbecued ribs with chips as well. You
Is
get
this?
that?
Hold on. What are you smoking before this?
So I get honey chili
He never
chicken,
stops.
honey chili chicken, chips, curried noodles, separate curry, separate Szechuan sauce, barbecued ribs that come with chips as well, prawn crackers.
You had to
and-
fucking swallow in between that. That's how big it is.
prawn crackers and a half portion chicken fried rice.
you gotta have your prawn
A half
crackers.
portion of chicken fried rice as well.
Aye.
Do you eat all of it?
Nah,
That's not every time though, is it?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you get it all for? Then, if you're
I'm
not
not
gonna
eating
eat
it
it
all, but I will get
That
all.
is mad.
All
You
of that will
guys-
go on my plate.
You big orders, the whole lot of you.
That's mad.
Chicken chow mein, bean sprouts, onions, no peppers, no bamboo shoots.
Just the chicken chow mein.
Curry top and bottom.
That's good though. That's not bad. That's
It's a good order. Look.
Yeah, chicken chow mein is it's good. Like it would be
Well,
if I'm ever
obviously
sharing
depending,
with my partner, we'll get a beef chow mein and honey chili chicken, and we'll half the plate,
and, like, just split
and
it.
the plate gets separated by the rice, so the rice down the middle. And then
Oh, you need
half.
you need a divider if you're getting saucy shit like
Yeah.
on your plate. So you
And
can
if there's
divide it
only
with
one
chips.
place that I go for it.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I'm not going to give the location of where this has been broadcast from.
Okay.
But fucking hell.
Well, you can say it out loud if you want.
No.
We'll flag it.
I know, but hold on. The food, I have fucking played in this area many
The
times.
shithole.
You can say shit all
The
the time.
fucking food is way below par. Like.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not great. It's not great.
Terrible.
Like, see the place that
But
I get a
there's
Chinese
one-
from
there-
is the only good place I think in the town. Like, and it's just
How
about
is
good
it-
enough.
Like, I even went to the McDonald's one night and it wasn't even.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
Jesus.
they beat the food.
Oh,
they
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
elbow drop the burgers and all before they give
Every
it.
time
Fucking
I
stumble
go-
over. Fuck. Like.
Every time I go, I'm
The kick it out
annoyed
the
in
window.
some way. Like, annoyed in some way every time I go to McDonald's here. Oh.
Yeah.
But
Sure,
it's no matter what. Like, and I've tried, and because I used to have a gig, and then I've been here maybe an hour early, and I've been like, I'll just get a takeaway.
Yeah.
Beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fucking! I was like, Jesus.
The annoying
Christ.
thing is as well, there has been 10 or 15 places open and closed
they just,
within
like,
the
pop
last
up and close,
within
pop
the
up
last
and close.
10 years that have been great, and then they're gone. Like, there was a pizza place in the main street here that was run by a proper Italian guy who got into debt with like bad people from here and he had to flee the country.
And it wasn't
was
your regular
proper
pizza.
pizza,
Like
like,
it
it
was
was nice
fucking
looking.
amazing.
It was Italian
Best
pizza.
pizza
Like,
Not to
Honestly.
change the subject, there is a new place open in Common Market that does pies. Only pies.
Meat pies.
any kind of pie. There's a chicken curry pie in the menu. There's a chicken and leek pie. There's steak and kidney pie.
I'm
There's
starving.
fucking
I'm
Guinness
starving.
and beef pie.
Lovely.
And I seen it in TikTok last night. It was like, that place is getting hit.
Yeah.
Funny. I'm more of a
good
dessert
shit
pie,
there,
man.
like.
I'm more of like
Love a dessert pie.
Dessert
I'd
slap.
say they'll probably add on a dessert pie.
Yeah.
Are you more savoury or sweet? Like if you had the
Savoury and
Yeah.
sweet stuff.
I'm savoury myself.
I am
I
more
used to.
savoury, but if I was to pick.
All right, David, you like a
eating-
good cream pie?
If I was
don't you?
to like pick eating pie, or like
Martin made a cream pie
a
joke. sorry,
savoury pie
continue.
or a sweet pie the rest of my life, it'd have to be a sweet pie the rest of my life. I love sweet
savoury,
pie.
like-
we were in Belfast together,
Yeah, Mariah.
and we went to
fuck.
Greg's, right, just because we were hungry.
Yeah.
All of us got food, right?
Yeah, I got like
That's right,
chicken
yeah, fuck
slices,
me.
pizza, and all.
Right, we got normal
I like my
food.
sugar.
David walks up, gets a bun, and has a fig outside.
Bun and fig.
No, but hold on. I'm gonna put you
Like cream bun, like
if you had one, we're only allowed to have one pie for the rest of your life, savoury or sweet. Now think about this. And you were gonna have periods where you were only gonna be able to eat that.
I only want to be able to eat that. Well, it would have to be
have to
the
be
meat
savoury.
pie, like
Yeah,
you know,
but
you
just to
kinda-
get by, like just to survive.
it's
it's
just
just,
meat.
Like, it would
you
have to be
become
the meat.
you become sick of that fucking
Oh, that's
sweet
sweet.
Just so
Yeah.
quickly,
so
like,
quickly.
so quickly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you
Like,
would
I
eventually
swear
get
to
to
God,
the
right?
point where you'd be a skinny bastard. Like,
This happened to me yesterday, and I don't
Just
know.
like I am now.
never used to be this bad, but there was a guy in front of me in the shop, and he was buying what he have. He had a box of giant bars, he had a thing of cream eggs, love hearts, jellies, and like a big chocolate bar, and that's all he was buying. And then I heard him speaking to the till woman, and it's fine. Like,
he
and
knows
he was
what-
like,
I know what he's at. He's
he was
having,
like,
he's having a
oh,
night.
just having a wee, like I have a wee sweet head on me at the moment, But see, looking at it all made me feel physically sick. Like thinking about even like if I'd be so unhappy. Just sitting there with all that.
See what
I wouldn't be into all that stuff. Like
I would do that very rarely. I would get that like for a movie night, and I wouldn't even eat any of it.
You know what I mean?
I would maybe
you'll
get a
just get
chocolate
it to be there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I do that sometimes to get jam and coconut sponge and a wee
Yeah.
custard,
Yeah.
just in case.
And
Night.
the thing
get
is,
a
right?
wee,
You know why
yeah,
I do
like-
that? Because I grew up with 3 other brothers, and there would be nothing left, so I still buy too much, and I can't eat it all. So
There's a
it would all
llama.
be
she'll
gone.
be eating Turkish delights.
Because David,
it's gone here.
Does any of you eat Turkish delights?
Yeah, I like it.
Kind of like.
Oh, I love Turkish
I
delight.
do, like, yeah.
They're fucking
I like
weird.
those
Like,
Turkish delights and boiled rice.
Turkish delights, boiled rice, fucking, probably double deckers too.
Like, how am I
You
this
like
weight?
them
Like,
too?
I fucking eat boiled rice for fuck's sake.
Daggers are alright.
Double deckers.
They're all right. They're all right.
A bit of nugget.
It's too close to the coffee taste for me.
Oh, I love fucking coffee
I like
chocolate.
coffee.
awesome.
Coffee.
Coffee chocolate? Not like coffee chocolate? Come on.
Like coffee
fuck,
cake and all.
coffee
That's
chocolate,
top
and
tier,
coffee
like.
cake. Oh,
That's,
Oh, yeah.
that's S tier. Like,
So who changing the subject a bit? Who all of you sit on the podcast so far?
Well,
many.
Shane Todd. We've had Paddy McDowell on. We've had
Justin Freeburn.
just
Freeburn.
about every Northern Irish comedian, really.
Shout out to every guest we've ever had on.
Yeah.
Fucking
We've
hell.
had rappers on. We've had buskers on now. We've had
Brilliant.
Boxers on.
boxer. We've had Sean McComb on.
Sean McComb.
I
Had-
done Sean's
had rappers
podcast
on
a
as
couple of weeks
well.
ago.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, great guy.
nice.
Great
He's
guy.
a good
Done
lad.
Paddy's
Funny as
podcast
fuck, like,
too.
so is.
Paddy.
Paddy McDonald.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great guy.
He's really sound like.
Oh, Paddy's
Like,
class.
to just go out of your way and do this for people in our community, like to go out of your way and do a podcast. You're a
Yeah,
sound
drive
lad.
to where, you know what I mean? Did
You
you
know?
come down here and even
People
sit
though,
with?
no, there's something different about a podcast, a bit more laid back and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
funny because you say that, like, we were talking about this with someone. Like, there's a few comedians out there that we've asked that don't want to do it because they're not scared, but they think
Different
they have to be.
environment,
They think they have to be
different,
funny the whole time. They're just like,
I know.
I can
No,
do
no.
a
You can just
podcast.
sit and
And
talk.
sometimes it's really refreshing whenever you look at the likes of Shane Todd and Paddy and all, and they're in a totally different environment, and they're just chatting normally
Yeah.
and having the crack.
And like I've said, the
exactly.
people like
That's the best way. Like,
like the biggest comedians in Northern Ireland, some of their podcasts, I would listen to them. I wouldn't even laugh the whole podcast, but I still love to listen to it. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
full of comedy, like it just has to be a couple of fucking
Like Shane's
Guys having a
podcast
chat.
just went to a different level. Like some of the guests that he sit on, like,
sure,
it's
Tom
just
Segura, like, fuck's sake.
unbelievable.
Yeah, we had Patrice Evra there and all. Like,
It's just brilliant to see, and he's such a sound lad too,
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah,
he?
really,
He's
really
just-
nice guy. Like, really.
But
nice
I've been
guy, like.
watching them once from was no age, like
Yeah.
Colin Geddes too, like.
Colin
Gaddis
Gaddis, I
class.
remember him back in the day. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, he's
we've yet
fucking-
to get him. Like, Colin,
He's
Come on.
We get you.
unbelievable. I remember lying in Liverpool hungover years ago and watching Barry the Blender.
Yeah, Barry the Blender. Yeah,
That was just whenever he had started.
yeah. I remember that too. Like we had a
But
wee shitty house in
the
Belfast.
comedy
watching
scene
it.
in Northern Ireland is just
It's amazing.
unbelievable.
skyrocketed.
Fucking hell, it's really blew up, hasn't it?
After
And so
COVID,
the
though.
acting scene too, until recently,
Yeah.
like some of the shows has been made, Blue Lights and all.
Yeah. And that new one that I took a piss out of. Was
Yeah, what is that called again?
the one with Jerry Adams? Say nothing. You watched Say
Say
Nothing?
Nothing. Watched
That was it. That was
great.
it.
Mark,
That's-
you've watched something
That's
then.
real stuff.
Yeah.
That's real. Like, that's,
Is it though?
You find no Turkish delight there, fucking.
Dairy Girls as well was pretty
Dairy
good.
Girls
I
was
thought.
good.
Dairy Girls. I actually was.
Never watched it, but
I went,
yeah.
this is so crazy. I went out for a beer with a friend of mine, and I actually wasn't drinking. Shout out, but I went to the Duke of
Sure,
York.
not drinking.
Went to the Duke of York and was with a friend of mine, an actor, and he doesn't act no more, but he knows everyone in the acting scene. And we, Marty McCann from Blue Lights came in. Marty was one of the main actors in it.
Yes.
And
Class.
got chatting to Marty, and next thing there was a guy from Dairy Years was in, and I was like, this is mad. And then they were just chatting about this, the way the scene is. The acting scene is now fantastic in Northern Ireland, and we skip forward 2 weeks later, and I'm in the Spaniard, and I bump into Marty
Fuck,
again,
the Spaniard.
and your guy from Kin was there,
From Ken.
Frank.
Oh, aye.
Frank.
I haven't watched that
I
yet.
haven't watched that yet either, and you really need to watch it. Like.
Oh fuck!
There's
Aye.
something. There's something we actually haven't watched. that
Yeah,
you
I tell you
probably
what,
haven't.
here,
It was
Actually, it's been compared to like Sopranos as well. A lot of people say
Ken
it's
was
very
fantastic, and
on-
Love
on
Hate.
level with
He was
it.
in
Love
Love
Hate,
Hate as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But like some, like
Wasn't Robert Sheehan, was it?
I'm not sure.
I don't think he's in Kin actually.
But like some of the actors that there is now in the north, and you know, they're as civil as anyone you will ever meet. Like
in the last 10, 15 years, Northern Ireland has really skyrocketed for all the entertainment. Like
there's no
it's a
big persona
great-
or anything. They want to sit down and know what your story is.
Yeah, like
what's
actually
busting
talk
back,
to you,
you know
yeah.
what. And I'm always so, you know, taken back. Like you know, whenever people want to know about what I do,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm like, it's music and it's
Yeah.
every day for me.
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
know.
guess.
And they're always interested in like the David Gray thing and the code line coming up to me, or well, David Gray coming up to me in the street, and they're always like intrigued by that and how was it and how did you feel in that moment? You
Yeah.
know?
Well, how was that?
Yeah, and how did you feel in that moment? And where
That
did it
was
happen?
different. Like that was so different.
Yeah.
Where
It
did
was a
this
strange
happen?
morning anyway. It was a strange morning anyway because you know we had some stuff going on at home, and I wanted to go and do. Whenever someone's playing in the city, I want to go in and perform their songs.
Yeah.
If it's someone that I love and enjoy singing their music,
Oh, yes.
I'll go into the town. They'll sing them songs because you're guaranteed that people are in the city for that experience to go and see David Gray.
Yeah.
I'm in the city tonight. We're going to the SSE Arena. We're going to go out and do a bit of shopping, get a coffee, get food. We walk around the city, and I just go out to make that wee bit of extra special.
Yeah.
Because I know whenever I go to a concert, I like to go into the city, and if there's a busker singing the songs
yeah,
or
it's
something,
cool, like-
it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
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 It's like, oh, I'm seeing them later. This is gonna be sweet.
And then he walked up to me, and he had his newspaper under his arm, and he just stood and he sang along with me. Nobody knew it was him until he was just singing along. Tell me, not nowhere near the mic or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he put some money in the bucket, and he goes, "Are you coming tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's class.
And he goes, "Let the guys know whenever you come." But I just didn't bother. Just went to the show and I enjoyed it. It was an amazing gig.
Class.
You know,
That's
there's been
class.
some
man.
cool, like,
David Gray's a good one.
He's one of my
some good
favorites.
ones,
Like.
like Brett Young last summer.
Oh, David Gray's a fucking
Yeah.
beautiful, like fucking.
But Brett Young last summer was in the city doing Botanic Gardens, and he sent me down tickets. He had seen me in the town. And Codaline done the Stephen Nolan show with Codaline. They came out and surprised me on the Stephen Nolan show.
Fuck.
Class.
Class.
So just
That was really cool, man.
Awesome.
Just the byproduct of what you're doing, like in how.
Codaline.
just been out in the street, you know, it's like, you know, some of the friends that you meet, like we've done a podcast with Meatball Molly, UFC fighter. And
Fuck,
she,
did you?
She became one of my really good friends. Like,
Serious?
could text her any day of the week.
That's
could ring
class.
her up now. You know, it's one of them.
I'm obsessed with the
She's
UFC.
a
by
really
the way.
good girl, and she is just opened. If you're in Liverpool in the Baltic Triangle, she's just opened an Italian street food place.
Yeah.
You know, she's got so many different things going on. Yeah, and we've met some class people like Paddy the Baddy. Me and Alana was in. This is just aside from that story. Meatball and Paddy would be like best friends.
Yeah.
And we were at Ocean Beach, and Paddy the Baddy was on his stag do, and Meatball was like, John and Alana's in there. They're close by, and Meatball texted me, go over and say hello to Paddy, and fucking we chatted with him the whole day we were with him, and he was like so civil.
Did he eat all the food?
No, Alana he had just had surgery on his ankle, and she was running around with his boot on.
Yes.
This big massive boot in Ocean Beach, but it was class. Just one of them mad experiences, and one of the stories of some of the people that you've met just through music, like.
Like I think it's the streets as well, because you're out there, you're on the streets, people are walking by, and it's it's the ultimate form of marketing yourself, for free.
Apparently, Molly's food's amazing.
Yeah,
I've heard like.
it's like with anything she does, it'll always be class. Like,
Yeah, she puts that much effort in. Like,
it's her main project at the minute. Like, so I know she's opened a second place. There's something else going on, but I always like trying the different places. Like Baltic and Liverpool is pretty similar to the common market.
Yeah,
Love
I've heard
Italian
Liverpool's
food, like-
scene is quite like Northern Ireland scene, the Belfast scene. Like,
Bold Street, even Bold Street, I'm not sure whether she's one of the people that owns it, but she's definitely involved in Bold Street Coffee. One of the best coffee breakfast places at the end of Bold Street. It's my favourite street in Liverpool. You know where it is?
no, we went
Oh,
over to Matthew Street and all because we're big Beatles fans. Like,
I'd never go down there.
Tyra Street.
I love the Beatles, but I'd never hang out in Matthew Street ever.
it's very
was
gimmicky.
Weird. It was weird. It was weird. Like, it
what
got
to
weird
do-
after dark.
Like the Cavern Club's class, and then there's a wee bar across from the Cavern Club called the Cavern Bar or something, and that's about all you really need to go into, because the rest of it is just
Yeah,
they're
all
threw up a
clubs. They're all
nightclub.
different Beatles signs, and you go
It's
in.
just-
It's just
it's
a
just a
fucking
nightclub,
nightclub
and
or
it
something.
says,
You're like,
like,
I've been tricked.
Hard Days nightclub or something, and it's just like, this is just any
tricked me.
nightclub.
You fucking tricked
There's
me.
nothing
Like, I'm
Beatles
outta
about
here.
this.
But yeah, I'm that's really cool. I'm so obsessed with UFC. Like, so it'd be really fucking cool to.
That was great. That was just class, even. I'd always wanted to meet Paddy as well, and then just meeting him, and the whole boys met all his best friends, his best man at his wedding, all his mates that was there, and they were like just so civil, like.
That's cool.
People are
It's
like,
funny how you can be that civil and then
exactly.
Beat the head off someone.
You're in there and like you're talking to them like as if they're any normal person,
which he is.
which they are.
Which he is.
Which they are.
It's mad, that,
Did
like.
you see his last spar there with a boy in the gym that was they
Seen
were
that.
having a bit of they were going back and forth, and they went for
The guy was slobbering
There
or
was a
something,
full on
and-
fight they had then, and so they had a full on fight then in the gym, and Paddy got him in a rear naked choke and choked him unconscious, and the guy tapped, and Paddy just didn't let go, just choked and choked and choked.
No way.
But him and that boy had agreed that beforehand.
Yeah.
That there's no tapping. You're going to sleep. You're getting knocked out, whatever it is, you can't tap. So that was videoed and then put up on the internet as if Paddy had like choked someone
Yeah, and not let him
unconscious
out.
and
Yeah.
not let him out, tried to
No
kill
way.
him. But really and truly, like,
He was
they
just
both
trying to
agreed.
fucking put
You know
him
what
to
I mean?
Yeah,
he,
so-
he put him to sleep, like. But they both agreed that beforehand.
I would not like that shit.
No, we actually tried that on the podcast. It's not nice.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Jake, we tried to get Jake to put us to sleep, but
For one of the
I don't know what
first
the fuck
Patreon
was
episode,
happening.
we all tried to choke each other out like couple of retarded balls.
Didn't work.
Do it again. Do it again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah.
No. But I was going to say, like, we want to, maybe there's something you can, like, give us some advice on after the podcast or something, like, but we're going to do, like, a podcast on the streets of Belfast. And, like, we don't know where to set up, we don't know what's good, and we don't really know what the fuck we're going to be at, but
Let's do it in summertime.
Yeah, definitely,
We've never
Do it at
we've
Corn
never heard of
Market.
anybody doing that, so we're like,
To the corn market.
yeah, that'd be cool, like
Corn market.
and you're very welcome to come on it, and like, you know,
We can do it at Corn Market, which is everyone will know where the big circle things is in the middle, bang in the centre.
yeah, that'd be fucking class, like,
That's where.
because who's ever done that?
Do
Like,
I
I've
even know
never
where
heard
that
of
is?
someone.
Where is it?
Do you know where Victoria Square entrance is?
Oh, yeah,
There's
yeah.
the big massive circle.
Yeah.
That's
that
the
thing.
perfect
Right there.
place.
All
isn't
right,
it?
okay.
Do
Yeah, that'd
maybe-
be perfect,
do
look.
Maybe 5.
That's what I had in my that's what I had in my mind when I was thinking of where to do it. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Like,
Do it maybe half 5, 6 in the evening, and on it for like an hour and a half.
yeah, that'd be sweet. Like,
Be fun.
get everybody on the fuck.
Yeah.
John, have you got anything to plug, mate?
I'm not plugging nothing at the moment. I'm just
Just
having a
chill.
bit of time off.
Keeping it real.
I'm gigging. I'm just doing my normal gigs, and the weddings is just flat out coming up this summer. Getting in to record some new music and just keep an eye on the socials. We'll be posting coming up to the summer. What's
The
happening.
wedding season, all that.
Wedding's crazy, and just I always like to have January, February kind of to get everything in place for what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But thanks a million for having me
It was
on.
a pleasure having you,
Thank you. It was a
mate.
pleasure to meet you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Shout out to
Thanks, million.
sponsors.
Bud Light, your NI and Baked Potato NI. Get on that
Get
shit on
on that shit.
Instagram.
We have Patreon, patreon.com/4Bros podcast. It's £1 a month for the first 50 subscribers.
And then $69.99 after that.
Read the small print. We've
That's
got
a lie.
to stop saying that joke. No, it's £1 a month for the first 50. And then you have access to the highest tier, whatever that may eventually be. And then for anybody else, after that, it's $2.50 a month. You know, and there's a new special every month. There's one just out there now. It's pretty shit, but you know, we'll do better next time, I swear.
Sorry.
But just thank you very much, John.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you very
too.
much.
Peace out.
To leave the fucking cocksucking cheese where it is.
This magic moment